Right, let's get filming. Apologies for the late video, but I forgot, and now it's 8 o'clock. So, anyways, gonna make this quick so I can focus on other things, make sure I can go to bed at a decent time, because last night I did not. Bad decision on my part. Regardless, let's talk about utilitarian reality. Now, when we think of reality, a lot of people like to apply ethics to it. I went over this in my essay. But reality fundamentally does not work on a deontological level. It does not work on a good, bad way of thinking. Now, there is good and bad, yes. But the problem is, it doesn't work in a situation where you can just do one or the other. Because here's the problem. There's about 8 billion people on this planet. Plenty of which do bad things. And apologies for the paper. But needless to say, when you have 8 billion people, a percentage of which are bad, you cannot rely on just being good. Think about it. If you, let's say this is you, right? Boom, look. Go you. You're here, and here's another person who wishes to do harm. Well, guess what? You can't just be good to them. You can't just reach out with a flower and say, I'd like to be your friend now. No, they want to do bad things, they'll still hurt you. And so you can't just be friendly. Either you or some third party has to get involved and, well, put a stop to the bad person by any means necessary. And so, fundamentally, we need people willing to do necessary evils. It may suck, but it's reality. If I killed someone, well, that person's still dead. It doesn't matter whether I did it for the greater good or not. They're still freaking dead. And so you have to have a group of people willing to accept that, even if it's immoral, that sometimes the things that need to be done need to be done. And so you take care of that. Even in a hypothetical world where there's no state, no enforcement of countries with their own beliefs and wishes to rule over others, remove all that, okay? Get rid of it. Push it out. What do you have left? A bunch of people who need to work together. Or trade or do something else to ensure that they can live their own lives, right? Well, if someone happens to do something bad to another person and is willing to do more bad, guess what? This still needs to happen. There still needs to be someone else to say, no, we are not tolerating you hurting them. You must stop, or we will stop you, by any means necessary. That is reality. There's a famous story, I don't know if you heard of it, Desmond Doss. He was a conscientious objector who signed up for the military but refused to use a gun. And he saved 72 lives. Oh, by the way, forgive me on that one. But he saved 72 lives on Hacksaw Ridge, all without a gun and without killing any Japanese, because he objected to killing. Do you want to know something? If the U.S. military was made up of only Dosses, the United States would have lost. The United States would be dead. Fundamentally. Because imagine going to an enemy willing to enslave other people, force them to build fortifications on islands, and did horrible, horrible things in Nanking. I'm not even going to go into that, because freak, that was disgusting. But, all of that, they were willing to do all of that to people who are willing to resist. What do you think they're going to do to people they basically get carte blanche to do whatever they want with? Do you think they're going to go, oh, their moral resolve is so impressive, let's not fight them? Or do you think they're going to go, wait, an entire country is basically giving themselves to us? Okay, great, now get in the mines. Build our forts. Do what we want. No, they're going to do the latter. That is reality. If the U.S. military was made up of nothing but Desmond Dosses, they would all be dead. They would not be remembered other than as corpses. Tragedy, yes, but reality, 100%. That is the reality of things. It is not a pleasant one, but it is reality. If you are not willing to fight those who want to hurt you or hurt others, then someone else either has to step up to it, or they win. Plain and simple. And so, fighting to ensure the greater good for as many people as possible, fighting for the greatest utility and best consequences, is necessary, fundamentally. I will deny. Excuse me, I will not deny. There is evil in that phrasing. And plenty of evil things can be justified in the name of good. But we live in this world. Either we react to it accordingly, or we die. Your choice. Go ahead. Do you want to keep living in the delusion that somehow flowers can solve all our problems? Or do you want to accept that sometimes tough things need to be done to preserve either your way of life, others' ways of life, or just the lives of others in general? Are you willing to accept that? If not, do not, under any circumstances, start arguing about, oh, this is right, and this is wrong. No one will care, because if we do, we die. I don't mean to be rude, but that is reality. So adjust to it, please. Love the law that is holy. The less people that die, the better. The less people that suffer, even more so. Please consider, and good night. Thank you for watching.